Okay.
Okay, so I promised Artemis a really good dating app story.
Uh-huh.
And Blair, I don't know if you saw this. Have you seen my Twitter today? Did you see any of the tweets that I made?
I think I did. I think I know which one you're talking about, but go ahead and tell it anyway.
All right. So I use a lot of dating apps because I'm socially anxious, and also I don't really have time to do traditional dating of meeting people in bars or coffee shops or anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just use a lot of dating apps OkCupid, Tinder. I recently downloaded her, and I ran into this really cute girl named, let's just call her, give me a name. Someone give me a name.
Agatha.
Sasha.
Sasha. So her name's Sagatha.
Great.
Let's just call her
Fabulous.
Let's call her Sagatha.
Okay.
And she's really cute, and I don't send her a message or anything because of nerves. And it's a good thing that I don't, because it turns out she's a team leader at my job at Target, where I present as male 24/7.
Oh, well.
Gets worse. I opened up her today during my lunch break, and she had sent me a friend request on it.
Well. Well.
So, basically, I crave death, and please bring me to Silent Hill.
Wow.
Do you want to get put into a bad movie? Is what you want?
No, the town.
Just the town. Okay.
Luna's Silent Hill is full of friend requests from people.
It's all just people that she knows.
So, this is Fear Baiting. It's the #1 horror podcast made for and by trans and LGBT people, but sometimes we might have non-LGBT people on this show. But today's not one of those days.
No.
I actually texted Blair today and I was like, hey, would you be okay if we had someone who was cishet on the show, just to throw a bone to the straights?
We like to be inclusive here.
Gotta get that representation. Don't want to be cisphobic.
Gosh. I think I've only had trans women on my podcast, and it feels kind of good, TBH.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand the want to do it, but I also want to share this podcast with everyone, and I really want to get fucking Brooks on this show.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Anyway, we have a guest.
Yeah, we have a guest.
Hi.
This is Artemis. Artemis, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Artemis. I use she and they pronouns, and I'm one of the co-hosts on the podcast Video Game Hell. That's a podcast run by 3 trans women. We do not intentionally make it so that every episode is only trans women. It's just kind of ended up being that way, because we just kind of invite our friends to be on. So,
That's fair.
And attracts I guess. And Video Game Hell is a very good podcast. It's very smart. I haven't been listening lately just because my backlog is so intensive. I have 50 unlistened to episodes of everything to get through.
Relatable
but
feeling.
once I catch up, I'm going to be diving back in for those episodes.
Mm-hmm. And it's great we have someone from a very intelligent podcast, because this one is dumb as shit.
No, this one's
all the time.
This one's just 2 idiots talking for an hour. Not even an hour. We don't even get an hour on the book.
I just listened to your podcast while I was driving up to see my girlfriend, and it was the best thing I could have been listening to at that time. It was great.
Well, that's very flattering, and also completely untrue, but very flattering anyway.
What kind of self-drag?
I just like to keep it real and raw,
Real and raw.
Real,
is just
raw,
suffering.
and sweaty. Real, raw, and sweaty. Okay, so, Artemis, so what Blair and I did when we first started the show is, we kind of talked about our background with horror, and so we're going to kind of ask you the same question. What is your background with horror? What's your deal with horror?
Okay, so...
What do you like? What do you dislike? What's your favorites?
So I was really, as a kid, not someone who liked horror things at all. I hated, watching scary movies, and I hated, going near roller coasters, even.
Well, to be fair, the Wayans brothers do make very bad movies. No? Okay.
No.
You said scary movies, and I was
Fuck.
wait, let's get it.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's a reference.
Sorry, I've had a beer or two, so...
Okay. Yeah, so I... as a kid, I didn't, like, get into horror stuff at all, really. Then when I was in middle school, I started getting really edgy. And
Yeah, as one does.
as one does, and I started reading, like, I read The Ring, the novel The Ring. Speaking of which, my, like, number one ship, that's, like, a weird ship, is Sadako from The Ring, and Heather from Silent Hill 3.
Really?
Yeah, it's, like, they're both, like, psychic girls, with some ghost stuff going on.
Heather's the one with the
Yeah.
white vest and the orange jorts, right?
She has... It's a white vest with an orange shirt under it, I'm fairly certain. And then...
Right. And then she has green jorts.
It's a skirt. It's a cute
Is
skirt.
it? Oh, that's better. I thought it was jorts.
Yeah, and she has... her hair is bleached blonde. She's not a natural blonde, because she's Alessa. A reincarnation of Alessa. It's great. So yeah, but I started getting into, like, those in middle school, and then in high school, I actually got into, I started getting really into, like, horror games. And so I started playing, like, Amnesia and stuff, and also I started playing the Silent Hill games, which I was sort of introduced through this thing called The Game Den, which was, like, a series of videos by this one lady. She still does videos and is currently doing a Let's Play series on fucking Soul Reaver, which was another, like, sort of important thing to my childhood, I guess. I always liked creepy stuff because I was mainly because of my dad. He was, like, really into creepy stuff, but I didn't like scary stuff. So yeah, that's my history with horror. I love horror. I think most of the time, I think on Video Game Hell, most of the time I am talking about horror games or, like, things related to horror. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to have, someone who, like, is into, like, horror video games rather than just, like, horror movies and stuff like that. Because that's definitely I am bad at video games.
Yeah, and, like, horror games are definitely not my milieu. Like, I can stand horror movies, but, like, to be in control, like, I am not capable of moving the plot forward when I am, like, cowering in fear.
See,
Yeah.
given, like, the power to move the story forward somehow makes things, like, better for me most of the time. I guess because if I'm, like, in a position where I can, like, physically have any control, that makes me feel a bit better. Yeah. Kind of sucks how, like, the games that were the Silent Hill games, these, like, third-person Japanese horror games are not really a thing that, like, exist anymore.
It's like a genre of video games that have, like, kind of slowly been dying out. It's like, it's just like, yeah. I was thinking about this the other day because, like, I was watching a bunch of SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick replays on the YouTube channel. And I was realizing that, like, another... Sorry to, like, go completely off topic, but, like, another, like, sort of brand of video game that's just, like, fallen by the wayside is, like, the sort of open-world collectible adventure game, like the Banjo-Kazooies or the Jak and Daxters of the world.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad, because I love those games.
Yeah. It's also, like, I don't know. Like, most of the horror stuff that's being done, like, recently is all, like, first person, trying to be Amnesia, and trying to have, like...
Did you like Evil Within?
I did not play Evil Within. The most recent thing that I've played was, Alien Isolation. That I liked a lot, even though it needed to stop, like, several times before the end of the game. But also I really love Alien,
Evil Within had some really good stuff going for it, like a lot of really good imagery. Unfortunately, like, the entire plot is scary mental patients.
Yeah. Oh, actually, wait, I lied. I was just talking earlier about how I played Oxenfree. That's a horror game that I played recently that I was not expecting to be a horror game. That's actually... and that I really liked because that was, like, an adventure game.
Sure.
And I was expecting it to be this, like, Goonies style thing, but it ended up being, like, super fucking, like, scary.
What was it called? I'll have to make a note of it.
Oxenfree. It just, like, takes some really hard turns. Also, I've heard that the game Inside, which I don't have enough money with this current paycheck, but I'm hoping next paycheck I'll have some extra money, and also hopefully it'll maybe go on sale for like 10% off or something. But that's
Fingers crossed.
Nice.
That's by the people who did Limbo, and that's coming out.
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
that is out. And
Yeah.
It's apparently really great.
Yeah, the most recent exposure to a horror game I've had, that one that's come out recently. I didn't play it because, bad at video games, but I did watch a Let's Play of it, was Soma, which is kind of like a sci-fi thriller, horror, psychological. I loved it a lot, though.
I gotta play that one too. That one is by the people who did Amnesia, and they seem to do a good job. People who don't do such a good job, the Chinese Room is, I think, their studio, and they did like Dear Esther, and also did Amnesia: Machine for Pigs, which was like
Not the bad Amnesia.
Yeah, that was the bad Amnesia. It was really fucking.
I remember like Dear Esther Esther's the one where you're on an island, right?
Yeah, it's Dear Esther, and you're listening to some dude like talk abstractly about the story, and I was not able to follow any of it. It was bad.
It looked like, from what I've seen of it, it looks kind of interesting, but like, if I'm gonna play a game where I'm just walking and listening, like, Gone Home, just like, you can't unseat that for me.
Yeah, Gone Home is definitely the best, like, game like that, IMO.
Yeah, like, I hate the term walking simulator, because it's so derogative and normally uses, like, slander, but, like, that genre of game, like, Gone Home is just so good.
Yeah. And also, like, I got to go into that knowing nothing about it, and it was such a nice time. And then I got to...
I was so anticipating, like, a fucking ghost or something to pop out around every goddamn corner.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. I really like being, like, told things about a game that are not completely accurate. Like, stuff like Oxenfree, where it was just like, oh, this is a game about, like, siblings. And I'm like, okay, that's okay, I guess. I'll check that out for, like, $10. And then it's like, oh, no, actually, this is, like, kind of scary and fucked up.
Yeah, because I've actually heard of Oxenfree, but nothing about horror in Oxenfree. So, it's very interesting to hear. Maybe I'll invest in and check it out.
Another, like, adventure horror game. Which, actually, I guess, like, now we're starting to get more of a return... I'm now realizing more of a return of, like, horror adventure games, because Night in the Woods is also a game that's, like, a 2D adventure game coming out.
What was that, like, really well received at the time horror adventure game from, like, the late 90s that had, like, H.R. Giger's shit? Darkseid.
Darkseid, that one, yeah.
That's very well received at the time, but doesn't hold up whatsoever.
Yeah, it seems kind of bad. Honestly.
I mean, Darkseid, the best thing to come out of Darkseid, honestly, is the Retsupre playthrough of it, because it's just really fucking funny.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's good. It's like an hour total. Like, I'd recommend watching it. They also did one of Darkseid 2, which is infinitely funnier in my opinion.
I didn't know there was Darkseid 2.
Hours. What's that?
I didn't know there was a Darkseid 2.
There was. It's bad.
That sounds like that's probably really bad.
It's very bad. Okay, so we've talked about video games enough. This is not video game hell. This is actually fear. So what did we watch? Artemis, you're in control. You talk about the plot. What did we watch tonight? What did we do?
We watched Silent Hill. When did it come out? 2005?
2006.
2006. Okay. The 2006 horror movie, which is an adaptation of the first game in the series, which is the game that is about Harry Mason, a random dad dude with an adopted daughter who crashes his car driving on his way to a vacation in Silent Hill. He ends up in Silent Hill where Cheryl runs off and everything is covered in fog and there's monsters, and he runs into Sybil Bennett, who I love. And then he finds out shit, possibly, kind of. It's very hard to actually discern the plot of the first Silent Hill game just from playing Silent Hill. It's not. I have a very soft spot for it. But this movie is not that game.
Like, this movie had really good visuals for most, like, from when it was, like, trying to do horror shit, the visuals were very good.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack was Yamaoka, right?
Yeah, it was, a lot of it was just, like, ripped from Silent Hill, like, 3,
Yeah, so, like, that's good as well, but, like, this movie was not good, and the plot was incomprehensible, and it was about a half hour too long.
Also, they, like, okay, so Silent Hill 1's story centers around abuse. Abuse of this, like, girl who, her mom, basically was, like, the leader of this cult and was like, hey, I'm going to just make my child suffer so that she can, develop enough, like, hate and anger in her so that she can birth God. And in this movie, they decide to change that to, the entire town is witch burners, and they think that she's a witch.
Which, like, completely... Like, I remember you saying that, like, it just completely removes the onus of responsibility from, like, anyone?
Yeah, like, in the... Like, okay, so there's the entire scene with the, like, the flashback to her getting, like, bullied in school, and, like, it's all, like, it's, like, very religiously coded. Everyone's in these, like, school uniforms, and everyone's, like, saying she's a witch. And no, actually, in the game, she was just kind of weird, and everybody hated her in school, because she was, like, the weird... girl, and just, like, so that, like, that sort of just completely takes away any, personal responsibility anyone could have, and then, like, and then stuff happens, later that just makes me angry.
We'll go over the plot of it. We'll go over, like, a brief synopsis of this plot in a little bit, but the thing that, like, really bugged me about this movie is that, like, I absolutely hate anything where a cult is responsible for anything, because, like, it's in horror explicitly. Like, I don't mind it when cults are responsible for whatever, but, like, cults in horror movies just completely ruin things for me 90% of the time, just because, like, the point of horror is so much about isolation, but the fact, like, especially Silent Hill as a series is just so about isolation, and the presence of just, like, this 60-person cult, just, like, okay, they're not alone anymore, like, they're with some kind of fucked up people, but, like, there's no loneliness.
Yeah, and also Dahlia is not, like, constantly shouting at everyone about like, what the main characters need to do, which is also a thing that I'm kind of missing, because Dahlia in the game was sort of ridiculous in a very charming way. Like, this movie seems to, at some points, try to, like, do some hamminess a little bit, but it never goes far enough with that, unfortunately, if that's what it wanted to do.
A thing I noticed a lot about this movie, the only Silent Hill game I've played is part of Silent Hill 2, but also it's pretty culturally significant.
By which you mean 5 minutes of Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, exactly, but it's also pretty culturally significant, so, like, I feel like I know a lot about it, or a fair amount about it, you know, the icons of it, and this movie felt a lot like it, like, wanted to do Silent Hill 2, but it couldn't because of some sort of reason.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like it felt like they just, like, wanted to adapt the dopest shit from Silent Hill 2 and just just kind of built around that.
It has a very it's not even that, it's more of a just, like, it has an aesthetic fascination with the original games, but does not care too much about the original substance and is more concerned with its, like, religious homophobia allegory that it's got going on, or, like, I don't know. That's what I decided it was about before we recorded while I was in the shower. So, that seems to be...
You heard it here first.
Yeah, that seems to be what's going on, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, to some degree, I think. Because we have, instead of whoever the male protagonist of the game is, yeah, that dude, we have his, like, wife, who I think, like, the equivalent of his wife, who I believe in the games is dead.
She's just not around. She's
She's just
implied
not.
to be
Yeah,
dead.
so that's weird. A.
And then we get to see the person who would actually be Harry Mason throughout the rest of the film just kind of show up sometimes.
Yeah, like, okay, we were talking about this, but the guy's name was Chris. I have the Wikipedia page open. The character's name is Christopher Da Silva, and we were talking about this. You could cut his presence from this movie entirely, and nothing would change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Literally nothing would change. He has. So let's take a brief synopsis of the plot. So, Rose and Chris, their daughter, is like having some fucked up problems and like night terrors and shit, and she almost walks off a cliff, and then Rose tackles her, and then why did they go to Silent Hill again?
Because the girl was like screaming Silent Hill,
right.
Silent
In
Hill.
in her night terrors, fucking Sharon was like Silent Hill, and then Rose was like, all right, let's fucking go to Silent Hill. So she leaves Christopher behind, I guess,
Because Chris doesn't want to go.
Yeah, and then fucking they fucking swerve, crash, knock out.
Wait, you forgot. You forgot. On their way to Silent Hill, they encounter one Sybil Bennett, a police officer from Brams, the next town over. That's how she introduces herself in the game. That's why I've been saying that constantly. She sees Rose interacting with Sharon, who's not Cheryl from the original game. Chernobyl. My darling daughter Chernobyl.
That's Blair's drag persona.
So yeah, Sybil Bennett sees Rose and Sharon having a like issue because Sharon's freaking out because she apparently in her sleep fucked up her own drawing. So that was probably spirit ghosty stuff. And so Sybil's immediate thought is, okay, these people are suspicious, and then she starts like tailing Rose, and Rose's main like her idea is, okay, I'm gonna just like keep going. Despite this cop behind
Yeah.
And then she fucking... And it reminds me of this... I mentioned this when we were watching it, but it reminded me of this Quora question that I saw recently that just said, if I drive past a cop at 130 miles per hour, should I keep going?
According to Rose, yes. That's...
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. That logic checks out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then, like, she swerves, crash, knockout, phone ring 3 a.m., you say Silent Hill, I wake up and my daughter is gone.
Yeah. This actually, so that crash actually had one of the cool little, like, nods to the game that I kind of liked, because there's no, like, radios present throughout the game. Or not the game, throughout the movie. But
because one of the big things about Silent Hill is like an obscuring of information, which was like partially due to the graphic limitations of the time, right? Like that's why the fog was there because they couldn't use so much draw distance, right?
Yeah. And so, and one of the issues that there was coming with that was the fact that you could not fucking see enemies like anywhere around you, and you had no like situational awareness. And so they made it so that whenever there's like a monster near, the radios start going weird.
Gonna go nuts.
And so as she when she's getting to Silent Hill and right before the crash, she notices that her radio is going on the fritz. And that was cool. That was a cool little nod that I enjoyed.
That was like the last thing you enjoyed about the movie besides Sybil.
Yeah. Sybil, the actress they got to play Sybil though is she is Sybil.
Who is she? Her name is Laurie Holden. What else was she? Why does that name sound familiar to me? She was in The Shield. All right.
The Shield?
The Shield. That show with Walking Break Michael Chiklis.
No idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know things.
I have no cultural awareness.
I thought The Shield was like a cultural mainstay.
Apparently not.
Apparently I don't know shit about shit, and I'm just gonna go fuck myself.
I mean, none of us do. Do any of us know anything?
Nobody knows shit about anything.
If you know shit, fuck you.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, so what happens next? In the movie?
So...
A lot of monsters, basically.
Yeah, like... It's... So, basically, the plot is just, like, Rose is wandering the town looking for Sharon, and Sybil is, like, looking with her. And, like, Christopher is also wandering the town, but it's an alternate version of it. And it's like fucking, oh, wow, this isn't the same town, but it's the same town, but what?
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, play with dimensions, I guess, in the movie. Where, like, the characters are in, like, the foggy world, but the, like, people, the husband's in the, like, normal world, and then, like... Sometimes Rose gets sent to the dark world, so there's like lots of like transitioning between those, and the transitions between the fog world and the dark world are like really well done. That was one of the also really really spot on things about the movie. But again, that's like a very aesthetic thing. Because okay, so they have like one of the first things, like first monsters. Okay, actually, also the opening to Silent Hill 1 is perfectly recreated, actually, within the, like, around the, like, 15 or 10 minute mark, with that, like, section where Rose is, like, wandering around with the lighter, through, like, the
lighter, which is stronger than a torch.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Zippos. Zippos are pretty great. I think that's a Zippo. Her hand would probably
this week is sponsored by Zippo.
Her hand would get a little
this podcast isn't sponsored by Zippo.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing that they got pretty right in here. Not so right, the fact that the like main enemies of Silent Hill 2 are in this, as well as Pyramid Head.
Well, yeah, but, like, that's been a problem with Silent Hill ever since Silent Hill 2, because Pyramid Head and the sexy nurses have just been, like, they became so iconic for the series, which is unfortunate because those two things represent very specific things in Silent Hill 2. I don't know what they represent, but I know that they represent something.
Okay, so I guess, alright, we should give, like, I guess, like, full context of, like, what this story is about, before decrying the, creatures. This movie is about, Sharon... being burned at the stake, or not Sharon, it was Alessa, who is who is the original Sharon, Sharon 1.
OG Sharon.
Sharon 0.
Sharon 1, the beta version of Sharon, the alpha version of Sharon, open beta Alessa.
So basically, Sharon, after being, or Alessa, after being, like, abused, or not even abused by her mom. Her mom wasn't even abusive in this one. She was just, kind of, like, going along with the town. And also, there was, like, that weird, like, sexual assault stuff that happened with the lesson that I also didn't like that. That's not fun. So, like, Alessa had, like, a rough life, and then her mom's like, hey, kid, guess what? Time to, like, get burned at the fucking stake. Because you're a little witch. And so then that happens, and then something fucks up because everybody's like, wait a minute, this is kind of fucked up that we're doing this. And then Alessa's, like, kept alive, though, for some reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, that actually makes no sense in this movie. like
right.
in the game, she was kept alive by Dahlia because Dahlia wanted her to, like, you know, be in pain constantly so that she could birth God. And then, like, and then Alessa could not birth God without having her, like, full self, which was her, like, clone that she made, that she sent out into the wild to get picked up by Harry Mason and then get raised with Harry Mason for years. And in this one, it's just like, yeah, she just kind of set the whole town on fire while she was still alive and breathing.
Fucked up if true.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess I can't tell if they're, like, making the town another entity or if Alessa's just supposed to be the, like, is Alessa is the reason that the town is haunted and fucked up now completely.
Alessa is the man hook hand car door.
Yeah, basically. In the original game, it was like more she was a conductor for the god.
So she was like a Regan from Exorcist.
Yeah. And like
she was not the source of the evil. She was just the conduit through which it was professed.
Yeah, and so like that's the reason that in the original game, like, and like at the start of the movie, you see all of those like little like almost like children looking things with like that are covered in like embers. Like those are from the game and are supposed to be like the things that you see in the school that like represent like the fucked up things that like all the other kids did to Alessa at school. And then like
right.
And then there was the nurses that looked like they're basically puppets. Let me see if I can find a picture of the Silent Hill 1 nurses, because those are honestly like some of the scariest fucking monsters I've ever seen.
Yeah, we can vamp for a little bit while you do that.
Okay.
All right, Blair, let's fucking vamp.
Vamp?
It's me, Dracula.
What's...
Oh. Are we role-playing, or...?
I don't really know. I'm here to suck your blood doing a fucking blindfold speedrun of Symphony of the Night.
Okay. Luna, you can't just say things.
You can't tell me what to fucking do.
Okay, so this is like, these are the original nurses. They're these, like, just... They look like they have giant fucking growths on their back that are controlling them. It looks so cool. And then they're like, in this movie, they're like, I don't fucking know, I guess, oh god, actually, I wonder if they justified having the sexy nurses because of the, like, sort of, like, oh, this being a witch is basically a stand-in for being gay, I guess, in this, like, metaphor about religious homophobia.
It certainly lends
some titties?
Credence to the subplot romance between Rose and Sybil.
Yeah. Well, it would see, like, all of the monsters in the first game are, like, influenced by Cheryl's experiences and also some of her interests, because there's, like, some pterodactyls that are flying around, and it's just like, she really liked, Brave New World or something like that. I don't think it was actually Brave New World. It was something involving, like, monster, like dinosaurs.
I don't think Brave New World was that.
Listen, I don't know my classic literature.
Brave New World did not have... I don't think I ever read Brave New World, but I remember Brave New World having, like, yellow pills that made you happy.
I think, like, Brave New World is about how, like, communism is fucked up and evil or something secretly. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, but in this one, it's like, oh, well, there's Pyramid Head. That can kind of work, I guess, if, like, Cher or Alessa saw, like, Pyramid Head, or, like, saw a picture of Pyramid Head, the Red Executioner, and was like, yeah, that's, like, sure a thing that I want my, like, all of the people who did horrible shit to me to, like, face off against. Yeah, I don't know. It's, basically, it's, like, places more... It places more, the movie places more emphasis on, Cheryl's anger and not so much the fact that she's just, like, kind of a girl who's, like, suffering. It's like, okay, well, she's the source for all of the, like, fucked up shit happening, not just, like, the town being kind of fucked up and creepy, and also everybody around her was being awful. It's just like, oh no, it's the cults is the true evil here, and she like, and Alessa, like, fucked up and, like, killed a bunch of people, but, like, that's I don't know, it's weird. I don't like this movie. I don't like this movie.
It's not very good.
I did some brief looking at the other Silent Hill movie, Silent Hill Revelation 3D, aka Shred, if you abbreviate it. And Sharon Da Silva and her father, Christopher Da Silva, they are in the movie. In the Silent Hill Revelation 3D, they are hiding behind the aliases of Harry and Heather, or Heather and Harry Mason.
Seriously?
So, like, they're just like, oh yeah, these are our names now.
But how did they get, like, how did Heather exist there? How did her and her mom get out of the fog world?
I don't know.
It's like, Yeah, like, that's such a, like, weird thing to come out of left field that was not required?
It has a 5% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Fucking good.
We have to bring Artemis back at some point to
We
watch
have to bring
this.
Artemis back at some point for this garbage movie.
That's gonna be a lot more of, like, because I wanted to like this one, honestly. The fact that they made, like, Harry into a lady was kind of a thing that I was into. Like, it's, like, it was sort of, like, weird, because, like, the reasoning was, like, oh, well, this is a story about, like, mothers and, like, children and stuff. So, like, it makes more sense for the main character to be, a lady. And it's like, yeah, true, but also you took away the, like, responsibility of this child's abuse from the mother. And then replaced it with, like, this, like, you know, like, this, like, amorphous, like, religious persecution thing. And then added, like, some CSA stuff in the movie, which was not, like, cool.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So, is that the movie? Are we through?
I don't know.
I think so,
I think
essentially.
So. Let's just call it.
It's a fucking trash pile that, like, looks kind of good at first.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's a lot of nonsense.
On a scale of 0 to 5, Blair, help me come up with a good scale for this one. Like, give me a good, like, rating scale for this one. Help me out.
Sexy nurses.
On a scale of 0 to 5, out of place sexy nurses, how many out of place sexy nurses do you give this film?
1, but dismembered.
I like it. Blair?
It's very creative. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, when I would say, like, 1.5 or, like, 2 1/3 of, like, fucking, like, pinheads, like, when we were watching Hellraiser and stuff like that, like half of a pinhead.
Wow.
Just, like,
I
guess I really didn't really consider the repercussions of that.
I'm gonna give this, like, I really liked a lot of the visuals that were going on in this. Like, I think, like, coming at this from someone who doesn't know Silent Hill from Adam, I think this doesn't even stand alone as a very good horror movie, but the visuals were cool, so I'm gonna give it, like, a 0.5 point for that. So, like,
it seems like
0.75 out of place sexy nurses.
It seems like the entire thing would have been a lot better if not for, like, trying to do the religious angle.
There were like a few, like, if they had done, like, 3 things different, this movie would have been, like, much better, but those 3 things were, like, major shit.
It was way too long.
Yeah. If I had not watched this movie with any sort of context, I probably maybe would have given it, like, a 2.5.
Oh, I wouldn't even have gone that high. I was just like, the thing that really takes it down for me is how we went the entire, like, I mentioned Christopher, like, twice at the top of our synopsis, and we did not come back to him whatsoever. Like,
yeah, completely
I'm looking
useless.
at the Wikipedia page right now, and let me see.
What's the fun trivia?
The fun trivia is, told to stop investigating under the threat of incarceration, Christopher returns home. That is the last you hear about Christopher until the epilogue of the movie in the Wikipedia synopsis.
God.
That is there are 4 paragraphs between that last mention of Christopher and the end of the synopsis.
And it just so happens if you took out, like, all the parts with him in it, you'd probably get, like, more like an 1.5 hour movie instead of 2 hours.
Yeah, the best thing about that is that the way he's placed into the movie is so perfect to just be edited out.
Yeah.
Like, perfectly placed into the movie to be removed from the movie because you could cleanly remove him.
Can we go back? I thought of a better rating scale.
Sure.
Okay, sure.
On a scale of 0 to 5, Sybil Bennett gay haircuts.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. That's much better.
Sybil Bennett butch haircuts. I'm still giving it, like, 0.75.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Probably, like...
Anyways.
I would probably give it about the same.
I'll give it a 1 just
or...
because Sybil is pretty great. Oh, also, I didn't get to, like, explain, like, okay, so the thing that happens to Sybil in this is she gets, like, set on fucking fire, which, like,
it's
wow,
not
like,
good.
really fucked up how this, like, butch lady is, like, the one who gets, like, really fucked
literally
up.
burned.
And you get to gruesomely see her, like, roasting.
It's not good.
And it doesn't have the same sense of, like, tragedy that it had in the first game, where her death was actually Harry ends up like meeting her at a park, and it turns out that she has started to be controlled by some essence of the town. And whether or not you have the antidote on you determines whether or not you can like throw it at her and then save her from being this fucked up monster that wants to murder you.
Save her from the nothing she's become.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, that, like, there was, like, if she, like, showed up, when she shows up there's more of a sense of tragedy. Like, she's, like, the one, like, friendly, she's one of two friendly people who's shown up in this game. And both of them...
Sybil's death just felt like they included it for, in order to adhere to the plot of the game, even though they just kind of, like, threw everything.
It wasn't even that, it was just, like, it felt, like, kind of brutal and mean, like, they wanted to, like, make you, like, she was the example that they made. Like, she's the example of, like, oh, this is how fucked up and evil these, like, people are. They're, like, setting this lady on fire. This lady with these leather pants and pixie cut.
Right.
So, that was Silent Hill. Don't watch it.
Yeah, it's fucked up and bad.
Or do. I don't know. We can't stop you.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Like, if you really
just go watch a Let's Play of Silent Hill 1 and just, like, enjoy yourself.
Do a Let's Play of Silent Hill 1, then, like, if you want to, try playing Silent Hill 3. It's a really good game, and it's about a, like, sort of apathetic teenage girl who is being chased down by a cult, and fucking Claudia Wolf is great. Fucking Vincent, he's also one of the villains. There was also no within the Silent Hill games, they seem to do like a like dualism to the religious, like when it like comes to this stuff, there's like the person who's like religious and the person who's like not religious but is still complicit within this like awful organization. In the first game there was Kaufman, who was a doctor who was like interested in like trying to do this weird cult bullshit, and eventually by the end he kind of gets redeemed, but also he dies because he deserves it. And then in Silent Hill 3 there's Vincent, who's I think he's like basically the secretary, the dude who handles the money for the cult, and he's only interested in money, and I think he dies too. I hope he dies. He better die. He's a shit.
I hope he dies. I hope we all die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silent Hill 3 is like legitimately one of my favorite movies. Not one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite games. Like just because like I don't know. It was really cool when I was like 15 and questioning myself. And the whole being a dude thing, playing this game about this like really rad teenage girl. Yeah, I love Silent Hill.
Alright, well, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and move on to our recommendations. Blair, what you got lined up for us this week?
In the midst of like Pokemon Go coming out and stuff, and as someone who doesn't play Pokemon, I'm gonna suggest a different one from the same like company or like person who makes apps. It's like another ARG called Ingress.
Okay.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, that was their like first thing, and no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon Go came out with 1/5 of the features, and everyone's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I like Ingress a lot more. I haven't been into it recently because I don't live in a very populated area right now, and so it's kind of hard to, like, same thing with Pokemon Go, like, if you don't live in a super populated area with a lot of, like, landmarks and stuff like that, it's kind of harder to, like, do shit.
Yeah, there's no, it's a 30-minute drive to get to anything for me.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's basically the same sort of concept, but I don't know, it's really fun, and like if you like Pokemon Go, you're probably gonna like this too. It's kind of like a secular version of Pokemon Go, I guess.
Without the animal abuse implications involved in Pokemon, if that is a thing that makes you uncomfortable, you can play Ingress, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so my recommendation this week is I literally just had it in my head, and I cannot fucking... Okay, I'm gonna go with a backup. I'm gonna go with Voltron Legendary Defender, the new Voltron series that got put on Netflix a couple of weeks ago. I'm not very far into it, but it's really, really good, and so far at least, and it's animated by the same people who did Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, which
I've noticed that, yeah.
I love, and it's really funny, and it's really cute, and all the characters are great so far, and I really, really like it. And even as someone who like wasn't really big into Voltron, like I didn't really give it. I only knew about Voltron from like a couple of comic books I read when I was like 6. So, like, I just, like, stumbled onto it. I was like, oh, what's this? This seems cool. And it was pretty cool. So, that's my recommendation. Artemis, I'm gonna, because you listed, like, 50 video games in the first 10 minutes, I'm gonna ask that you don't pick a video game for your recommendation.
Alright, good. Actually, because what I'm gonna do is even more shameless. I'm going to plug...
You can plug your podcast separately. This is
it's not even that. It's my partner's comic, Dropout. It's really fucking good.
Sure. Yeah, Dropout's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea your partner was the one who did Dropout. I haven't read it, but I've, like, been thinking about it because, like, everyone I know is so into it, you know?
Seriously? Oh, that's great. I'm gonna have to tell him to make sure to listen to this podcast. Yeah.
So, yeah, pitch Dropout. What's Dropout about?
It's about two girlfriends who decide, like, hey... I'm not too hot on this living thing. And so they make a suicide pact to jump off of the Grand Canyon. I kind of talk about this in a very delighted way, which is probably not the best thing, but it's like, it's really good. It's really, really good. My partner is like just so good at like creating these very likable characters with really relatable dialogue, and like it's essentially going through and like their road trip basically to the Grand Canyon and like talking about like what is causing them to do this. Why would they want to kill themselves? So yeah, strong themes for like suicide and drug use and abuse and a whole lot of shit. But it's, like, really great. And also, you know, if you like it a lot, my partner also does stuff on Patreon. They're doing, like, these monthly comics that are, like, as they're being made, are available to patrons. And then once they're finished, I think it's going to be, like, a month before they're out to the public. So, like, you'll still see those eventually. The most recent one was about, they got some birds, named, Rain and Bailey, and I forget what their one dude character is. They only have one dude character. Dallas, that's his name, and he's an asshole. I hate him.
I remember my other recommendation.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you mind if I...
go for it. I was basically done. Anyway, yeah, go read
so my other recommendation is another webcomic, which is what led me back to this. It's called Goodbye to Halos.
Oh, yeah.
Halos. Goodbye to Halos. It's by Valerie Halla, and it's about a lot of furries, and there's a lot of gay shit, and there's a lot of trans shit, and it's very, very good and cute, and Valerie has an amazing art style. And I recommend it. It's just, it's Goodbye to Halos.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Also, like, the main character, like, everyone in my partner's art is all furries. Everyone's a furry.
Yep.
That's also a really great
Yeah.
thing. The main character Dropout, the main characters are Sugar Glider, and I think Sugar is a Sugar Glider and also something else mixed. I can't remember exactly. And then Lola is a snail fur, is what they're called.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
So that is the podcast. 3 people, 4 recommendations. We'll list them in the show notes in case you forgot, because I forgot what they are, but I'll find them when I re-listen.
Yeah.
And so, let's just do some quick housekeeping. If you want to reach us for any reason, you want to send a question, you want to just chat with us, just whatever, hit us up on Twitter, @fearbaiting. Hit us up on Tumblr, fearbaiting.tumblr.com. Hit us up in Gmail, fearbaiting@gmail.com. I can be found on chiesatanakas.tumblr.com or @grandpapiss, which I really need to change if I want to profess even an air of professionalism.
I mean, professionalism is kind of overrated. You can find me on Twitter @BlairKitsch. It's just my name, BlairKitsch. or on Tumblr at postnight805. That's POOSTNIGHT 805.tumblr.com.
Artemis, where can people find you?
I can be found on Tumblr at BaphometKex, all one word, .tumblr.com, and then also on Twitter as Kex Hellspawn. I sometimes am there, sometimes. Also, I do streaming at Tetsuan Kex at
We'll
Twitch.
Link it.
Yeah, that's that's a thing. Yeah.
And Video Game Hell.
Oh yeah, Video Game Hell. That's the thing I do. That's the podcast I do with Avo No Problems and Cecilia Jazzcat.
It's a good podcast.
Yeah,
good people, smart talking.
both my co-hosts are like infinitely more interesting than me. But we also have a very diverse.
Well, who's the one guest starring on another fucking podcast? Well, I mean, to be fair, like you're guest starring on this, and Ava was on fucking Woodland Secrets, so like.
Yeah.
Someday, we'll be up there someday. Fucking, we'll have Mary Kay on the show one day. I promise you that.
You can do it. I believe in you. This is a good podcast. It's really good.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. All right, so I'm Luna.
I am Blair.
Artemis.
This has been Fear Baiting. See you guys next week, and just remember, you can put a fucked up guy anywhere. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.